Hello, folks. Here we are. We're headed back into the Book of Jasher, into the history book here, our great supplement to the 77 books of the King James, and we're harmonizing it with the Bible. And this particular ancient book of Jasher is harmonized with the Bible. It has notes all through it here. For instance, here in the descendants of Noah in chapter 10, it starts off with a note in the same subject, Peleg dying. Okay, and they're harmonizing it right there with the King James, and that's an example of what this book does. It is an authentic history book, and it is meant to edify us and to supplement and add to the authenticity of our 77 books, because we have lots of critics that don't want the Bible to be read, and they want to poo-poo the Bible and say that it's nothing more than a poem, and etc., etc. Just nothing but lies about the Bible. What the Book of Jasher does is help to authenticate our 77 books of the King James, including Genesis and Exodus, etc. It does a lot more than that, too. But with that in mind, here in chapter 10, where the subtitle is The Descendants of Noah, okay? So in verse 1, and Peleg, the son of Eber, died in those days, in the 48th year of the life of Abram, son of Terah, and all the days of Peleg were 239 years. And when the Lord had scattered the sons of men on account of their sin at the tower, behold, they spread forth into many divisions, and all the sons of men were dispersed into the four corners of the earth. Okay. And isolationism, I've been over that, is nothing but a theory. It is a bad theory, and it took suppressing all the real archaeology, making excuses for it, hiding much of the archaeology of the earth by the Smithsonian in order to get this lie about the isolationism. Okay, but here you see that they were spread from Babylon across the four corners of the firmament of the earth. 3, it says, and all the families became each according to its language, its land, or its city. And once again, God created language. He is the author of the language, and including the English language, and the Holy Ghost got the job done to give us the 77 books. We don't need the theologian to come in here and tell a bunch of lies about Hebrew or Greek, and they go on about it, folks. And let me tell you, I catch them lying over and over. Hey, we all got a dictionary into Hebrew and Greek, okay? And I catch them all the time just lying through their face in their great robe on their great pulpit with all their credentials of lies. According to its land or its city. And in 4, and the sons of men built many cities according to their families in all the places where they went, and throughout the earth where the Lord had scattered them. 5, and some of them built cities in places from which they were afterward extirpated, and they called these cities after their own names, or the names of their children, or after their particular occurrences. And the sons of Japheth, the son of Noah, went and built themselves cities in the places where they were scattered. And they called all their cities after their names. And the sons of Japheth were divided upon the face of the earth into many divisions and languages. 7, and these are the sons of Japheth, according to their families, Gomer, Magog, Meda, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Tyrus. These are the children of Japheth, according to their generations. 8, and the children of Gomer, according to their cities, were the Fransom, who dwell in the land of Fransa, by the river Fransa, by the river Sina. 9, and the children of Raphath are the Bartanum, who dwell in the land of Bartonia, by the river Leda, which empties its waters into the great sea, Gihon, that is, Oceanus. 10, and the children of Tugarama are 10 families, and these are their names: Bazar, Pazunek, Belgar, Elkanam, Ragbib, Tarki, Bid, Zebuk, Ongal, and Tilmaz. All these spread and rested in the north and built themselves cities. 11, and they called their cities after their own names. Those are they who abide by the river Hithlah and Italac unto this day. 12, but the families of Angoli, Belgar, Parzunak, they dwell by the great river Dubni, and the names of their cities are according to their own names. 13, and the children of Javan are the Javanim, who dwell in the land of Macdonia, and the children of Medar are the Orilam, that dwell in the land of Curson, and the children of Tubal are those that dwell in the land of Tuscana, by the river Pashiah. 14, and the children of Meshach are the Shibashini, Chibasni. That ain't right. Shibashni. And the children of Tyrus are Rushash, Cushni, and Ongolis. And these went and built themselves cities. Those are the cities that are situate by the sea, Jabus, by the river Kura, which empties itself into the river Tragan. 15, and the children of Elishah are the Alminum. They also built themselves cities. Those are the cities situate between the mountains of Job and Shebathmo, and of them are the people of Lombardy, who dwell opposite the mountains of Job at Shebathmo, and they conquered the land of Italia and remained there unto this day. 16, and the children of Chittim are the Romem, who dwell in the valley of Canopia by the river Tibriu. 17. And the children of Dudanim are those who dwell in the cities of the sea Gilhon, in the land of Borna. 18. These are the families of the children of Japheth, according to their cities and languages, when they were scattered after the tower, and they called their cities after their names and occurrences. And these are the names of all their cities according to their families, which they built in those days after the tower. Okay, now you can see here where a lot of these names harmonize right there with the modern names. Some of them don't. Lombardy, now, that's still used, that name is. Tiberu, that's, the Tigris River? Okay, we're not sure, but here, look, what I'm saying is Ram M and Chittim. Now, Chittim's a name for that we see pop right up in modern times in the prophecies. So some of this we can see that the name, they might have repeated the name somewhere, but Cushni. Anyway, this is the old names of it here, and we do have to deal with this translation, but I can see where some of this metamorphosed as we went along, and we got our modern names. Okay. All right. So on we go in 19. And the children of Ham were Cush, Mitzrayim, Put, and Canaan, according to their generation and cities. 20. All these went and built themselves cities as they found fit places for them, and they called their cities after the names of their fathers, Cush, Mitzrayim, Put, and Canaan. 21. The cities of Mitzrayim are the Ludum, Anamum, Lehabim, Naphtuchim, Path-Uzim, Caslucum, and Caphturim. 7 families. And 22. And all these dwell by the river Sihor, that is the brook of Egypt, and they built themselves cities and called them after their own names. Okay, so Egypt's well known for its rivers, right? So that's not hard to figure out. Okay, but you see where the old names aren't the same as the modern names. The Nile River is not the same name here, but that's the main river into Egypt. Anyway, there's some tongue twisters there, and we'll just keep studying that, and we should be able to grab more of that and exactly which river is what if we slowed down and went into that more and looked at some of the older maps. We could get more of exactly the geography of these towns with the archaeology. Okay, and these are the old names here, and they're translated here for us into English. 23. And the children of Panthros and Casloch intermarried together, and from them went forth the Pelistum, the Azathem, and the Gerarum, the Githum, and the Ekronim, in all 5 families. These also built themselves cities and they called their cities after their names of their fathers unto this day. 24, and the children of Canaan also built themselves cities, and they called their cities after their names. 11 cities, and others without number. And 4 men from the family of Ham went to the land of the plain. These are the names of the 4 men: Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim. And so you see where Ham's descendants, 1, Egypt, and 2, into Sodom and Gomorrah here. See the evil that came out of Ham. 26, and these men built themselves 4 cities in the land of the plain, and they called the names of their cities after their own names. 27, and they and their children and all belonging to them dwelt in those cities, and they were fruitful and multiplied greatly and dwelt peaceably. Okay, and 28, and Sur, the son of Hur, son of Hivi, son of Canaan, went and found a valley opposite Mount Paran, and he built a city there, and he and his 7 sons and his household dwelt there, and they called the city which they built Seir, according to his name. That is the land of Seir unto this day. 29, these are the families of the children of Ham, according to their languages and cities, when they were scattered to their countries after the tower. In 30, and some of the children of Shem, son of Noah, father of all the children of Eber, also went and built themselves cities in the places wherein they were scattered, and they called their cities after their names. 31, and the sons of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram, and they built themselves cities and called the names of their cities after their names. 32, and Asher, son of Shem, and his children and household went forth at that time, a very large body of them, and they went to a distant land that they found, and they met with a very extensive valley in the land that they went to, and they built themselves 4 cities, and they called them after their own names and occurrences. 33, and these are the names of the cities which the children of Asher built: Nineveh, Rissem, Calech, and Rehoboth. And the children of Asher built there unto this day. 34, and the children of Aram also went and built themselves a city, and they called the name of the city Uz, after their eldest brother. And they dwelt therein, that is, in the land of Uz, to this day. Okay, and here we have the city of Bela. Notice the name of the god here, Bel. And lots of these names we recognize from the Bible: Asher and Lud and Aram. So as this is going along, I'm recognizing more of the names. Okay, and so we're in 35. And in the 2nd year after the tower, a man from the house of Asher, whose name was Bela, went from the land of Nineveh to sojourn with his household wherever he could find a place, and they came until opposite the cities of the plain against Sodom, and they dwelt there. 36, and the man rose up and built there a small city and called its name Bela, after his name, that is, the land of Zoar, unto this day. And these are the families of the children of Shem, according to their language and cities, after they were scattered upon the earth after the tower. 38 in every kingdom city and family of the families of the children of Noah built themselves many cities after this, and they established governments in all their cities in order to be regulated by their orders. So did all the families of the children of Noah forever. Okay, now, Calech, Asher, and Nineveh, well, we recognize that. Uz, that's in the Bible. All right. Shem, let's see here, Lud, those are all in the Bible plainly translated here. I see the Hivi, the son of Hivi, and that would be the Hivites. Paran, to Mount Paran, all that's in the Bible. And we see the roots of Sodom and Gomorrah. Nineveh is an easy one. The Sodom and Gomorrah ended up having 5 cities altogether. That was in the battle there, and the destruction of fire and brimstone. If you see here, you see a lot of the names that are not spelled exactly the same as they are in the Bible, but we have Meshach and Tubal, and those things are all the same. Okay? So this is the map, and I'm going to load this up on its own, and that way if somebody wants to go over it, and even the Jeraram and Githam. Now the acronym, see that means high place, acronym, and that's in the Old Testament, spelled just about always like this in the Old English. So anyway, I'm going to load this up on its own so it's easy access for people if you want to go over it, or if you want to go here to Nimrod in 11 and skip this and repeat that part, it'll be easy for you. So that's what we're going to do, load this up first, and then we'll go on here in chapter 11 in the part that I like, and that's exposing Nimrod and his occult religion roots here that affect all of us to this very day. Anyway, here we go. We're going to go on. Bye-bye.